Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of 3 Ropes. It's Tuesday night, which means we're returning to action from 3 Ropes Blue. We are now into the second week of April, 3 weeks from our first pay-per-view Clash of the Champions. Last week we saw the triumphant return of Daniel Bryan to the ring. He managed to defeat Cody Rhodes in the WWE Championship tournament. And we've got more tournament qualifiers tonight. We're going to see Jay White against Satoshi Kojima, Dean Ambrose against Kevin Owens, and in our main event, Kazuchika Okada against Minoru Suzuki. But first, we have action from the Women's Championship tournament, a quarter-final as Emma faces Naomi. And Emma wasting no time. The bell hadn't even rung and she'd launched a crossbody at Naomi. So if you're wondering which version of Emma this is most certainly the Emma who evoked the chants of Evil Emma when she was wrestling in NXT. See the ferocity with which she kicked Naomi's arm and throwing her into the turnbuckle. Naomi coming back now, looking to the crowd to build up some momentum, having been rocked by that early offense from Emma. And a reminder that last week on 3 Ropes Blue, we saw a triple threat match in the Women's Championship tournament. That was between Natalya Paige and Sasha Banks. And it was Sasha Banks. He managed to get the victory with the bank statement, which means she was our first qualifier for the semi-finals. You have to say, looking at the way that the initial draw has panned out, Emma and Naomi not having to compete in a triple threat match, just a singles match, something of an advantage. They haven't got to keep their eyes on anyone else. So far in this match, it's been Emma with the early advantage. She's already stored up a signature move, but it's Naomi with the suplex on the outside. Chin breaker. And the Luthez press from Emma. There we go. Oh, she's hitting that signature crossbody again, earning herself the finishing move. Perhaps she's leaving Naomi out there to be counted out. Just running the ropes. Mocking Naomi and hitting that low drop kick as she rolled back in the ring. And she could be looking for the finishing move already. The Michinoku driver. And straight into the pin. And Emma progresses to the semi-finals. She joins Sasha Banks. Here we go, let's look at the brackets. Emma, she's going to face either Asuka, Carmella, or Mickie James. Now as we look to crown a United States champion, we've got action that pits a veteran of New Japan, that's Satoshi Kojima, against a man who only in the past years graduated from being a young lion, that's Jay White. And Jay White, ever since adopting the Switchblade persona, he's shown a supreme confidence, a cockiness maybe. And this is something of a shock start. The younger Jay White you would think would have the pace and the energy from the outset, but it's been Kojima. And Jay White has offered nothing so far. Perhaps he underestimated Kojima. Oh, but here we go. There's that speed from Jay White. And again, the knee to the face. Well, last week we saw 2 qualifiers in the United States Championship tournament. Zack Sabre Jr. managing to defeat Aleister Black by submission. Aleister Black tapped out. And following that, Katsuyori Shibata managing to get the pinfall on Sami Zayn. Now in this, as compared to the WWE Championship and the Women's Championship tournaments, no semi-finals. Whoever wins these qualifying matches goes straight forward to a fatal four-way at Clash of the Champions. So we're going to see, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Jay White or Kojima joining Zack Sabre Jr. and Katsuyori Shibata? And Jay White making a mistake. Oh, but he comes back with the clothesline. That could have been costly. He turned his back on Satoshi Kojima and started gloating and gesturing to the crowd. Oh, Kojima with the DDT. This really could go either way. You can see the head damage that's been suffered by both men at this stage. Jay White kicks the knee out of Kojima, and another clothesline takes him down. Kojima missed the knee drop from the second rope. Jay White not only hits that elbow drop, it earns him a signature. But he's not able to get that signature away. Oh, DDT. You've got to think all this head damage. If this leads up to the switchblade move, then that could spell the end for Kojima. And this could be what Jay White is looking for. Stalking and hitting the switchblade. Slow to the cover perhaps. Oh, but look at that red head damage. It's got to be it. Oh, and a kick out by Kojima. You can see the exhaustion in that kick out, barely able to get the shoulder off the mat. Maybe Kojima isn't finished yet. And the cutter. Kojima is firing up. Perhaps making Jay White pay for that slow cover that he crawled into after hitting the switchblade move. Kojima, you can see the exhaustion. He tried to get up and just momentarily fell back to a knee. Oh, and Kojima's missed another high-risk move. He missed that knee drop from the second rope and then misses the elbow drop all the way from the top. Oh, and that must give a huge opening to Jay White to get back on the offensive. Another signature move. Jay White now pacing the ring. But that finishing move was reversed. And he moves away in shock as Kojima kicked out his knee. And immediately Jay White took to the outside. I don't think he was expecting Kojima to be able to reverse that finishing move he was going for. And Kojima now with the finishing move. If he can hit it, especially on the outside. Oh, Kojima right into those steel ring posts, and again the back. The referee already at a 7 count. Jay White just tosses Kojima up the entrance ramp. What is Jay White doing here? Is he signalling that it's over? The referee's at 9. Jay White slides back in the ring. Kojima isn't even at his feet. Well, we talked about the cockiness of Jay White as we started the match. I don't know if I can think of a more arrogant way to win than by count out. Now who's going to join Daniel Bryan in the semi-finals of the WWE Championship Tournament? Is it going to be this man, Kevin Owens? Or could it be his opponent, Dean Ambrose? The lights are out in the arena. The smoke is flooding the entranceway as we await the arrival of Dean Ambrose. I have to say, there is a strange feeling in the arena. I don't know if this is the Dean Ambrose that most expected. Here he is. This is a sullen, slow-moving Dean Ambrose. Oh, but as soon as the bell rings, look at the flurry of punches. Dean Ambrose just launches himself at Kevin Owens and throws him to the outside. What's this? He's calling over to the referee. Wait a minute! That's Alexander Wolf and Aiden English. What are they doing attacking Kevin Owens at ringside? Kevin Owens remonstrating with English and Wolf. It's Dean Ambrose just with a running knee to the back. What on earth is going on here? Aiden English and Alexander Wolf are now at ringside, having attacked Kevin Owens. To Owens' credit, he is right back at Ambrose. Crushing Ambrose's arm in that Russian leg sweep. The electric chair spins him around into the power bomb. Goes for the pin. Oh no, Aiden English is climbing up on the ringside, distracting Owens. Oh, and that allows Ambrose to once again attack Owens from behind. Owens to the outside. Wolf rolling him straight back in. Well, we had no indication that there was any kind of alliance between Ambrose and English and Wolf. But there's no other way to look at this. Aiden English and Alexander Wolf, they are helping Dean Ambrose. And they are not doing it subtly. It's with distractions. Again, now it's Wolf distracting Kevin Owens and the suplex. And there's no way Kevin Owens could have prepared for this. We thought this was a straight one-on-one match. Bulldog from Ambrose. More punches to the face. I have to say again, to Owens' credit, he hasn't suffered any damage yet. And he has a signature move. Now with Daniel Bryan having defeated Cody Rhodes last week, he will face whoever wins this match. And Kevin Owens with the cannonball. And the referee distracted as Kevin Owens looks for that pop-up powerbomb. And he hits it. The ref, he stepped away. He stepped away from the count. And Alexander Wolf low bridging Kevin Owens. And this is going to give Ambrose time to recover. Ambrose now with the comeback sequence And Aiden English, it looks like he's thrown a chair in the ring. Look at that, Alexander Wolf, a cheerleader. Aiden English distracting the referee as Ambrose hits a fallen Kevin Owens with the steel chair. Owens, he's still fighting for this. But how long can he put up a fight? Finally, the referee notices that chair. But he doesn't even remove it from the ring. That's the level of officiating we've seen during this match. Oh, and dirty deeds. And the pin. And with the help of Aiden English and Alexander Wolf, Dean Ambrose is going to face Daniel Bryan in 2 weeks' time in the semi-final of the WWE Championship Tournament. Well, now it's time to find out another semi-finalist. Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, takes on the leader of Suzuki Gun, Minoru Suzuki. Oh, look at that drop kick from Suzuki. What a way to start the match. Well, Okada's dropkick has been called the best in the business, but it was Suzuki with a dropkick right from the outset. It looked like he was attempting another one in the corner, but Okada managed to get out of the way of that one. This has been a furious pace to start this match. Okada calling for Suzuki to get to his feet. Oh, and he hits that shotgun-like dropkick. In this matchup, a battle between the leaders of two of the biggest factions in New Japan, Suzuki Gun and Chaos. As Suzuki early on looks to hit the apron DDT. You see how Okada was spiked on the edge of the ring. Suzuki with the cover. Okada coming to life and kicking out just in time. As has been mentioned on previous episodes, with the focus on the singles championships, it's going to be after Clash of the Champions that we see tag teams take to the ring in both 3 Ropes Red and 3 Ropes Blue. And there will be representatives from both Suzuki Gun and Chaos. And you got to think, if either Suzuki or Okada can lay their hands on the 3 Ropes Blue WWE Championship, then that must provide huge inspiration to the teams who will be competing in the 3 Ropes Blue Tag Team Championship. Look at Suzuki hanging Okada in that Dragon Sleeper and then dropping him back into the ring. Suzuki goes for another cover, hoping that Okada's choked out. But it's just another 2 count. And Okada coming to life. He seemed to headbutt. And now the tombstone. Oh, Suzuki reverses. And if Okada wasn't out with that Dragon Sleeper chokehold, that tombstone on the running boot in the corner. Look at the head damage to Okada. Suzuki. You gotta think all he had to do was hit the Got-style pile driver, but Okada reversed. And Suzuki having built up all that momentum. Oh, he's got to start almost from scratch again. Now whoever wins this is going to face the winner of next week's main event, in which we see a renewal of one of New Japan's greatest rivalries of the last few years, as Hiroshi Tanahashi takes on Tetsuya Naito. The battle they had over the New Japan Intercontinental Championship was absolutely incredible, culminating at Wrestle Kingdom 11, where Naito had threatened to retire the Intercontinental Championship that Tanahashi so cherished. Now Okada, for the first time in this match, is able to hit a signature. The triple lariats. Oh, but Suzuki with a signature of his own. Which way is this going to go? Oh, and Okada, having hit those triple lariats, could be looking for the triple German suplexes. Oh, and he lands Suzuki's head right against the bottom rope as he came down on that third German suplex. And here we go, looking for the Rainmaker. Another German into the ripcord, the Rainmaker. And Suzuki kicks out, having to use resiliency there. And with Okada having suffered massive head damage at the start of this match, it's finally starting to even up a little. As Suzuki, oh, he's into red body damage now. And head damage. Oh, 1-2 punch from Okada. This match so finely balanced. Suzuki looking for the big boot again. And he hits it. And what he couldn't do earlier was follow it up with the Gotch-style pole driver. Suzuki's heading to the outside. And he's clearing the announce table. Suzuki, he must be thinking, if he's going to hit the Gotch-style pole driver, he wants to do it through the announce table. Look at those hard slaps. Okada right back at him. Oh, more German suplexes. Oh, and Okada again with a devastating third German suplex in that sequence. Suzuki's head just went straight backwards into the announce table. A Rainmaker pose on the outside from Okada, and he throws Suzuki back in the ring. Lining up a signature. The Tombstone. He missed it earlier, and he doesn't miss it now. Oh, softening up the arm perhaps for another Rainmaker. Both wrestlers with finishing moves. Oh, Okada falls to his knees. He reverses Suzuki. Suzuki springs back. Both competitors just trying to wear each other down. Okada with the cover. The 2 count. That might have been a mistake because Suzuki now has both a signature and a finisher. Oh, but it might not matter. Okada, another Rainmaker. And Okada beats Suzuki. Suzuki brutalized Okada in the early stages of this match, but it was Okada who managed to fight back. And with the second Rainmaker, he sees his way through to the semi-finals of the WWE Championship Tournament. As always, a huge thank you for watching. Join us next time where we return to action from Three Ropes Red.